Hello there, and happy Tuesday to all of you out there. Good morning. Today I'm going to talk to you about productivity, and it is something that has gotten to be like super duper in my thoughts and in my mind. And I'll be honest, it's a little bit selfish because it's something that I have been working on really hard in my business to make myself more productive so I can accomplish more without having to spend more time on my business. So in case you don't know me, my name is Rachel. I am a mom of 6, and I am the founder of Moms on the Rise because I want to help moms build their business. I want to take the scary out of it. I want to help them be productive and be able to create the income that they set out to create without taking a ton of time away from their families. So today I want to talk about 3 things that you can do to increase your productivity. And there's a little opt-in download. I'm going to throw this link down here for you right now. It's a cheat sheet and an audio. Typing as I'm talking. And audio here. And there is your link. And you can go down and grab that. That's going to go along with the topic that we're talking about today, and that is productivity. So the reason why this is such a huge deal to me is that we all want to be more productive. So most of the moms in here, I would say 99.9% of you either had a full-time job and you left it in order to create your own business, or maybe you're still working your full-time job and you are doing your online business kind of on the side, after hours, during your lunch hour, on weekends. And the last thing that we want to do is waste our time on a bunch of stuff that either doesn't matter for our business or that doesn't really move our business forward or just takes too long to do. And so I thought really long and hard over the weekend about the 3 things that I really believe are the cornerstones of being more productive. And I've already kind of talked about one of them, so I'm going to kind of breeze by that one. And I'm going to talk about the other 2 quite a bit more because I believe that they are the things that are going to help you drive your business forward without having to spend more time doing it. Now, I know we're all been stuck in that thing. Well, if I want to make more money, I need to work more. Or if we aren't working hard, we don't think we're going to get where we want to go. I know when I first started my health and fitness business, the big thing was if you're not, going forward, you're falling behind. If you're not working your biz, you're falling behind. And I got so caught up in this thing about always having to work really hard. And I worked a lot of hours really hard and I didn't really get anywhere because I wasn't working very smart. So these 3 things are going to be the things that you can do that are going to help you really increase your productivity so you can get more done in less time, which means more time with your families, which is the whole reason that most of us set out to start this business in the first place. I know for me, I always say I went to school for a really, really, really long time to decide that I wanted to be at home with my kids and I wanted to drive my kids to their practices and I wanted to be a part of their lives. I didn't want to spend 50 plus hours a week in an office or at a courtroom. I wanted to spend the time with my kids. I wanted the flexibility. I always say I can't hold a real job because I want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it, which is serve my clients, get on the phone with them, maybe in the afternoon when I'm sitting at my gym. I do a lot of my coaching calls from there. Get on Facebook Live this morning because I'm home with just my son working on school stuff. Whatever my business takes me, I'm able to do it, and I'm not required to do anything that I don't want to do. I know that sounds so spoiled. So the 3 things that you can do to increase your productivity. Number 1 is the one that I actually talked about on our live last week, and that was outsourcing. And before you say, yeah, but Rachel, it just isn't going to work for me because I've had all the excuses. I've heard them all. The number 1 thing being I can't afford it. And when I finally got through that block and just decided, you know what, I can't afford this. I can't afford not to. Hiring out is not as expensive as you think. And of course, there's a whole range of options out there. You can spend $1,000 a month on a VA and have her working for 40 hours. You can spend a couple hundred. You might even spend $2,000 on a VA that works 10 hours, depending on what you're looking for, what you're looking at. They're all price ranges. And I bet if you decided that you wanted to hire somebody to help you with a few hours a week, if you posted right here in this group or any of the other Facebook groups you're in and just said, hey, this is what I'm looking for. I'm thinking of hiring a virtual assistant. I bet you're going to find that right person for you. That's how I found my person. So throw that out the window that you can't afford it because honestly, you can't afford not to. The other excuses I hear people say, my business isn't big enough, or I don't know what I'd have a VA do, or I have to do everything. Again, all excuses I had. My business wasn't big enough, or if it's not done right, I got to do it myself to have it done right. All false. Because there are things in your business that you don't need to be doing. If you hate doing accounting, call me. I love doing accounting. If you hate creating infographics, talk to my VA because she loves doing that kind of thing. If you hate dealing with Pinterest, talk to my Pinterest gal, and I'll give you recommendations on those if you shoot me a PM or you message down in the comments. But there are things in your business that you don't have to do. And those are most likely the things that are not creating income. Are you creating income for yourself if you're doing your own bookkeeping and accounting? Probably not. If you're a coach, why are you doing your own accounting and bookkeeping? If you don't like it and it's not creating you income. Okay. The other excuse, I said your business just isn't big enough. It is big enough. Once you start your business and you have two pennies to rub together, you can outsource and get people to help you. And like I said, I don't want to spend a ton of time on that one. There's a video from last week that you can find if you scroll down in the group, or you go to my blog, racheljenks.com/blog. You will find all the blog posts, and you'll find that video in there as well that will talk a lot about outsourcing and how to decide what you can outsource and where you should go with it. So my second thing is going to be batching. And if you haven't heard about batching before, batching is the coolest invention ever. So basically what it is instead of saying, okay, well, I'm going to create a blog post this week and go through your process of the blog post and make the image and put it in your blog and doing, 9 tasks, is taking a weekend or a day and saying, all right, I'm going to write my 4 blog posts this weekend. So you write them. And then maybe on Monday, you create the images for all the blog posts. And then the next day you put all the blogs on YouTube. So you batch it. Doing the same tasks at the same time is going to save you a ton of time. Think of how long it takes you to go to Canva, log in, open up the image, type the words in, move things around a little bit, change the colors and all that, hit save, download, and then you get your image, right? What if instead of doing one image, you went to your Canva, you logged in, you either went with an old design that you've used before, you start a new one, and you created 4 images all at the same time. Maybe they all look kind of the same. Maybe you just change the background picture and you change the wording. Then you hit save, you hit download, and now you've got 4 images. And it probably took you maybe time and a half of what it would take you to create the 1 image. So when you do the similar things all at the same time, it is going to save you a ton of time. If you sit down and you just write your blog post, or maybe you voice your blog post into a Word document. I do this all the time. Voice it in there, and then you take them all and work on them all at the same time. Instead of doing one whole process from A to Z at a time, do all the A's one day, do all the B's one day, do all the C's one day. Again, if you're uploading things to YouTube, it probably takes 1.5 times to do, let me say that again. Maybe it takes you 10 minutes to upload one YouTube video and put all the description in. It would probably take you 15 minutes to do all 4 of them. So do you see what I'm getting at here? If you batch things together, it's going to save you time. Same thing is true if you're talking about laundry. If you do a little laundry every day of the week, you are going to spend a ton of your time doing laundry. Where if you do it all on one day and just tell your family, peeps, this is the day we do laundry, I'm doing it all right now, it's going to save you time because that effort you're putting into like getting yourself ready to fold the clothes or sorting the clothes, sort the clothes once per week instead of a little every day. Fold the clothes once per day instead of a little every day. Obviously, the folding, when you do it once a week, is going to take a little longer, but it's going to take you less time than if you're folding a little bit of your laundry for 7 days. I promise you. There are a million different things that I can think of that you can use to batch out your stuff for your business or for your home, for things with your kids, all those things. Batch, batch, batch. Okay. And if you have some ideas or think, gosh, I need to do batching and I'm not really sure how to get started on it, shoot me a private message and we can set up a time to chat, have a little consultation about how batching can help you really get things in your business moving quickly. Again, it's all about being productive and being efficient. Just like, they always talk about when you're on your computer, which I'm guilty right now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tabs open. That if you're quick going back and forth between different tabs, if I'm like, working on this one tab, and then over here, I've got my landing page I'm working on, and then I check this email. The more you switch, your brain's having to switch focus all the time. And that's a whole nother video is talking about multitasking. But if you stick with one task and follow it through, it's going to take you a whole lot less time. All right, so now for number 3, and number 3 is creating systems in your business. And you'll notice if you go down in the comments, the free cheat sheet and audio download is all about creating systems. So I have a cheat sheet that you can go through about how to create the system, when you should start thinking about it, and the steps that I go through when I create any of the systems in my business or my home. And then I also have an audio download that goes along with it that just kind of walks you through some of the systems that I use and talks a little bit about the why. But the reason why systems are so important is that if you've got tasks that you do every single day, or that you do one, every month, or whatever the case may be, if you do it more than once or twice, if you create a system, it's going to go a lot faster. So my big system example that I like to give is laundry. So I talked a little bit about this earlier, but I have a system the way I do laundry. I fold it all on my bed. Everybody's got their piles. I put them in their baskets. It gets sent off for their rooms to put away. And that way I've got a system. I do it the same way every day, and it takes me less time than if I decide, well, maybe tomorrow I'm going to fold the clothes down in the laundry room. Oh my gosh, that would take me so much more time because I wouldn't know where everybody's piles were. Now as it is, I fold the clothes on my bed. My stuff goes in front of me. My older son's goes here. My little son, you get the point. I know where the stuff goes. If I change the place that I'm folding the laundry, it's going to be, everybody's stuff's going to be in a different spot. Plus I fold the laundry by my dresser drawers, so I can just take and put the stuff in the drawers as I fold it. Then I don't need to put it away. So you can create systems in any area of your life, and it's going to make things go so much faster. And it also makes it so that when you do decide to outsource, that you are able to share that system with somebody else, and they can do exactly what you do without you having to do it. So if you've got a system for putting your blog post together, I share that in that audio that you can sign up for down in the link below. If you have a system for that, when it comes time to outsource that, you can just say, here's my system. This is what I do. Make a little video for them like this and say, this is the order of things and the way I do it. Here you go, because you have a system. You can create systems for anything in your business, whether it's how you create the content, how you plan the content. Maybe your system is that on the 20th day of the month, you sit down with a notebook and you write down all of your blog ideas or video ideas or posting ideas for the whole month. And that way you're able to create that system of how they're all going to come out for you. Maybe you have a system for cleaning your pantry. I have a system for this. You take everything off that particular shelf, you wipe it off, you vacuum it, you put the stuff back on the shelf. Again, it's a system. It's the way that it works for you efficiently. And I'm not going to walk through all the steps on how to create the system and all that, because that awesome audio and cheat sheet that I have for you, and you can get that link down in the comments, is available for you so that you can check that out and you can have it and you can go back to it over and over and over again. Again, if you're feeling like, gosh, I need to be more productive in my business and I'm just not really sure how to do that, can you please help me? I love helping with this kind of stuff because honestly, after 15 and a half years of having kids, running a law office, and now running my own coaching practice, I have so many productivity hacks and system ideas and ways of batching things that you may have never thought of before. So shoot me that private message and let's set up a time to chat and get to know where you can ease up some of the tension in your time, because we did not start these businesses as moms to work nonstop and take time away from our kids. So I hope this was helpful for you. Go down and grab that cheat sheet and audio to help you create your first system in your business. And I can't wait to hear about it when you create that first system, or you develop a batch system, or you've outsourced, or if you're looking for somebody to help you with outsourcing, go into the Moms on the Rise group and share that with us, because that's what the group is for. It is to help you ease up the scary stuff in your business. So hope this was helpful for you. If it was, you can share this video. You can also invite people to this group anytime and they can check out this video as well. I cannot wait to hear what you guys are doing to increase your productivity, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.